I've told you how to get yourself ready for a Midwest winter. I've given you advice on coats, on boots, even on socks. Today, we're gonna get your car ready. First thing you need to do is take it to your favorite mechanic, take it to your dealer, and have them check under the hood. You gotta make sure that your battery, especially if you live somewhere in the Midwest, will sustain really cold temperatures. We're talking below zero. Also, the dipstick, important. Check your oil because some temperatures require different types of oil because of the viscosity. It sounds like I know a lot, but I just read about this and I've done so many stories about winterizing your car that I know that by heart. Still don't know how to do it, still take it to a mechanic. One thing that's super important, windshield wiper fluid. You need to take care of this and make sure it's full and full with the right windshield wiper fluid. Keep this in your car and it'll say here that it will work under like at 20 below, and that's what you want because if it's not for extreme cold temperatures, it can freeze on you. And also, trust me, you are gonna need that wiper fluid all the months of winter because you're gonna have rain, sleet, snow, you name it, during a Midwest winter. We're shooting this during fall, so it's important that you get rid of these while you're winterizing your car, the leaves. Check your tires, it's important. Make sure that they're gonna survive the winter. Check the treading. I know there is a penny trick that you can do. You can look at another video somewhere else for that because what I'm gonna give you next is just the kind of information that I like. In the Midwest, you need a survival kit inside your car for winter. I'm not kidding. In recent history, I was living here already. We had a blizzard where people got stuck on Lakeshore Drive for hours with no way out because of the amount of snow that fell. So I always carry an extra hat, grab a freebie you got somewhere, and inside of it, I have wool socks. I already told you in my video why these are the best socks to have in the Midwest winter. Keep an extra pair. This is why. You may have left the house with no hat and regular socks, even no gloves, because you were going from point A to point B. You didn't need them. You were going to be inside. This is important for you to have. Also, if you have to go outside in the snow to clear it and you get your socks wet, you have a replacement. Put them in a bag, put them in a container. Talking about removing snow, guys, this is a must. I'll put some links of where you can find this. Of course, my awesome husband bought this for me. This is to brush off the snow. This is to scrape the ice. These are two of your most important tools. If you have nothing else in your car for this winter, have this. If you park your car outdoors while you're working, I would suggest having a shovel. This shovel is really, really good. It's not too hard on your back because if you're, for example, working an 8-hour day and it snowed all day, you're going to have to dig a little to get that car out. If you're stuck, like I told you, on the highway, stuck on a side street because they haven't cleared it, your car fails, important to have a blanket. Also, because if you left quickly to run an errand and got stuck and you're not dressed properly, the blanket will help. I used to have this. This keeps you, I've never used it, but it keeps you warm and they can see you outside if you need help. My husband always keeps gloves here. A pair of gloves, super important to have too. And we've never used this, as you can see, but it's to jump the car. And this one, why did we like this one so much, Steve? I did a story and it got good reviews. Oh, and if you charge it, it can then, you don't need another car to jump the car, right? There we go, we got that together. Right. Thankfully, we haven't had to use it yet. Snacks, people. Protein bar. Whatever little biscuit your kids and you like, because you may spend a lot of hours in the car and be super, super hungry. One more thing that I don't have here, but I'm gonna put here because I saw on some video that was really interesting, a trash bag. Not only for trash, but to maybe put it through your head and use as a raincoat or something, like a poncho, or you put it on the ground if you need to do something and then you won't get wet or anything like that. I actually discovered this could work for me. This is a picnic blanket, except this part would get wet. So don't pay any attention to that. What do you have for winter in your car to stay safe? And what questions do you have, of what else do you need to survive a winter? For me, it's been really different because I grew up on an island, so this was all new to me, but now that's why I share it with you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave your comments. Replace your windshield wiper blades. Super important because they're going to have to tackle snow and ice, and you're gonna need them to be sharp, not skipping at all, not making any noises. Quick addendum, keep these in your car at all times. Hand warmers, I even throw them in my feet once in a while, especially if you're wearing gloves and you have to work outside to dig yourself out of the snow. These are great. Or if you're sitting in the car and the car's not going anywhere and you don't have a heater, these are really important. And by the way, these have a past due date, so check it. If you have a bunch from last winter, make sure they're still good.